Hi, welcome to Pixelpia. Or should I say, welcome to the new Pixelpia? Because I have some very exciting news to share with you. Pixelpia is going to change. First of all, and most exciting, at least for me, is that I will start a podcast. I have done podcasts before, but never on YouTube. This time, I'm going to give YouTube a chance to host my pods. It will be a video podcast, and I will tell you a little bit more about it at the end. But for me, I have been thinking lately about the channel and the content. I am a teacher in my heart, and I always wanted to create tutorials. And my thought was to create tutorials about internet and social media for beginners. But when I started to look at the content I have created lately, I can see how I have strayed away from what I wanted to do. And that has to change. So the new Pixelpia will be basic tutorials for beginners. That doesn't mean that I don't have something to give to everybody. The change will start with me focusing on Google and all the Google applications we have. I will start very basic. I will start with creating a Google account. And about the Google account, I will make 3 tutorials. The first one will be very basic. It will be things like how to create or delete a Google account, how to change your password and set up basic security for your account, how to sign in and sign out. The next tutorial in the series will be a little bit more advanced. Things like, oh no, I lost my password. How do I recover it? And things like managing multiple Google accounts. What is a family link? And how to set up two-factor authentication. And the third tutorial in this series will be a little bit more advanced. How do I customize all my settings? How can I manage my privacy and my security? How do I troubleshoot? And how can I track my activity? How can I save login information to other websites using my Google account? So, this is the model I will use for most of my tutorials. I will then continue with the different Google applications, and I have a list of 18 applications so far that I'm going to do tutorials about. Gmail, search, how to use Google Chrome, Google Docs, how to use your Drive. For each application, I want to do a 3-step tutorial 1, very basic, tutorial 2, intermediate, and tutorial 3, advanced. That way, I feel like I'm going back to what I really wanted to do with this channel. And as I said, I hope there will be something for everyone in this series. When I'm done with Google, I'm going to go on to social media, to other internet aspects, but keep it to the basics. So you may wonder, what will I do with all these other interests I have? And how does my podcast come into it? Let me show you. First of all, the name of my podcast. I call it The Geeky Boomer. And for you to get a little glimpse of what it will be about, let me show you my website here. It is thegeekyboomer.com. And if we go to the About page, you can see it's a weekly dose of tech savvy wisdom and engaging storytelling from me. My thought with this is that we should, or I should, share with you my journey from the late 1980s back in Sweden until today. We can talk about the history of technology and how it has changed my life, your life, other people's life. I will talk about topics that has societal impact, future trends, and here and there a little how-to guide about the use of tech. A lot of it will be based on my experience, but I will also invite friends that will have the opportunity to share their thoughts about tech. All topics will be, in one way or another, tech related, whether we talk about history or the future of AI, or we just geek out about favorite tech movies, or maybe become a little nostalgic when we think about things like our first experience of going online. For me, it was back in the days with dial up modems. This podcast is dedicated to anyone who appreciates the magic of technology and yearns to leverage it to enrich their lives. It's for the lifelong learner, the tech enthusiast, the career transitioner, and those seeking inspiration from a fellow life traveler who refuses to let age define her. As I said, this is a very interesting project for me. And I hope by doing this change on my channel that I can, one, go back to my root of being a teacher and teaching the basics you need to know to utilize the internet, the web, and the technology that are available to us in a secure and a inspiring way. And at the same time, I hope that my podcast will give the opportunity for a little bit more deep diving into topics that doesn't fit the format of a tutorial. Old memories, thought about the future, and discussion of topics that can be a little more dividing, like women and technology, or where is this taking us in the future. I hope to see you here. I am at the moment not 100% sure whether I will post my podcasts on Saturdays or Sundays, but it will be during the weekend. And the very first episode is my first contact with tech. A boomer I became just by being born when I was born. But the geek part is something that for me started in the late 80s. And I will take you through my journey from the late 80s up to mid 90s somewhere as an introduction to this new podcast. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss out, I suggest that you subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you will know when my podcast goes public. I am really excited about this. I have known for some time that I needed to change something. And by doing this change, I can go back to my roots and be the teacher I am at heart. Do the basic tutorials. And at the same time, with my podcast, spread my wings a little bit and offer a broader discussion about technology. My website, thegeekyboomer.com, is up and running, even though I still have many things I want to include in it. And if you want to read more about it, the link is down in the description of this video. I hope to see you back here soon. Until then, bye.